Hi, I'm Tim Carroll from Linear Acoustic, and I'd like to talk to you today about our one rack unit high upmixer called UPMAX, and what do you do when you first take it out of the box. I'm going to be a nudge again and talk to you about the warranty card. We really like to see these back. It helps us keep you up to date. It helps make sure that your information with us is current, and if there are any software updates or manual updates, we can get them out to you as efficiently as possible. So the UPMAX is developed from our larger processors. It's the exact same algorithm inside a one rack unit high box whose only job is to upmix. It takes 2 or 5.1 channels in and delivers 5.1 and 2 channels out. So you get both upmixing and downmixing in a broadcast quality box. So what do we mean by broadcast quality? Well, it's got dual power supplies. It has both AES and SDI connectivity. It can accept metadata if there's a need to control the upmixing by metadata. And it has bypass relays so that if in the event something were to go wrong, your audio would still pass through the box. So the next thing after you fill out the warranty card is to apply power to the unit. It requires only one power supply to operate. 2 are supplied for facility redundancy. So as long as one of these 2 lights is lit and the unit is booted up, you can move to the next stage. The units ship with AES selected as the standard input configuration. If you have the SDI option, you'll always get AES and SDI out. You just have to select whether the input is going to be AES or SDI. If you connect an AES signal and you see audio, right now there are 2 channels coming into the box, and you can see that there are 5.1 channels coming out. And right now nothing is coming out of the down mixer. That's part of setup. If you did want to come in using a different signal type, setup is rather easy. Use the right arrow to go to setup, down to view. It sort of points you in the right direction. You want to go over to the I/O menu. That's common to many of our other products. The input and output settings are conspicuously hidden in the I/O menu. Master bypass, we'll just go through these things one at a time. Master bypass, if we enable it, you can actually hear the relays click, perhaps. That actually bypasses the input audio to the output audio and the SDI input to the SDI output. Great for troubleshooting. It warns you that it's in bypass. Also, the lack of 5.1 would probably be another indication that the unit might be in bypass. So right now, because I'm using the SDI input, the clock source is set to SDI. If it wasn't set to SDI, you can see that the reference light turns red. There is no SDI connected. So if we keep going down to through the menus, upmix on, it's set to on now. And I'll show you a shortcut for that in a second. The upmix source, it's coming from input 1 and 2. And this tells us where input 1 and 2 is coming from. Right now it's set to SDI in 1 and 2. You can select any of the SDI pairs, or you can select the AES input. Once you make a change, you'll notice an asterisk in the corner. In order to select that change, to take that change, you hit the next key. And because we've got SDI coming in, we'll stick with the SDI signal so that we see level meters. To get back out to the top menu, it's very simple. Just hit the previous key, or the left arrow, until you come up to the menu, the main menu. You can see here, there's an indication that tells you that the unit is upmixing right now. It says upmix, and there's a Y for yes. If we hit the up arrow, that's the quick shortcut to turning upmixing on and off. You notice that says upmix no, and you're only getting 2 channels on the output. Hitting the previous key will get you to a status screen that shows you what's coming in over SDI. It's a 1080i source, 2997. You can then look further down into the SDI and see what channel groups are present. This is good for troubleshooting an SDI signal. You can see what's there. If you don't see audio, this will help you maneuver around a little bit. You can go group by group and then back to the main output screen. The UPMAX is intentionally an extremely simple unit to use. There are a few settings for the upmixer inside the box, standard things like center width, surround depth. Those are covered in detail in the manual, but suffice to say, there aren't adjustments inside the upmixer that would create a signal that couldn't be downmixed, and that is absolutely critical for any upmixer. So, for more information, please visit the website. You can get a detailed brochure that talks about the product and consult the manual. It's got a lot of great information that goes into much further detail, but by all means, don't be afraid to set the unit up, go through some menus, and listen to the results. You'll find yourself using this unit very quickly and very effectively.